Hello, anybody who might be here. Just getting a few things set up very quick. And then we can have a wonderful live stream. So first of all, this is the first multi-stream here I've done in quite a while. I'm just checking to make sure everything works. We have quite a lot to discuss today too. My email. I have to log into my email. Oh, good. Anything? Where is my phone? There we go. All right. We have a live stream on a lot of places right now. All right. We have a live stream. And it's echoing. Wonderful. We're in 2 minutes now. You're 2 minutes in. How do I get? How do I get? How do I get? Shut up. Bell pepper. Bell is my pepper. Okay. Coming in. Seems to be coming in nicely from everywhere. All right. Sorry for the delay. I think I can announce this live stream now. Everything seems ready for announcement. Let's get it in there. So today, we actually have quite a lot to talk about in this little beginning section. I have a friend or rather, someone who I am a friend to, has gotten a tattoo today. Now, I don't know if I necessarily want to show them for their tattoo, but for their own privacy. But it was a funny interaction because this person is not a Christian at all, and not even in like the slightest sense. But the tattoo was like the little Slipknot S with a 9-point star behind it, and it made me think, wow, this buddy of mine doesn't even realize how Christian he is. I put an image up here. This is the symbol. It was this with the Slipknot behind it. Look at that. It's pretty, in my opinion. And if you study Christian iconography, then you know that a 9-point star is representative of the fruit of the Spirit. When Paul is writing to the Galatians, I can just read out, actually, let me just read out the whole verse here really quick. And Galatians. Paul writes to the Galatians, by contrast, fruit of the Spirit is, and when we enumerate, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, generosity, faithfulness, gentleness, and self control. He labels these 9 things, which are the fruit of the Holy Spirit, which, uh, by our interpretation, that is the fruits of God, right? That's the fruit of a person in God. And for one reason or another, this person who has like no idea about any of these things has just stumbled onto it. Thinking about that, I thought about Titus. I thought about what it was Titus chapter 1, when he's writing when he's writing to Titus, who's this guy that's basically like he's in Dubai. He's in like the Greek version of Dubai, which is just like a place where everyone lies and cheats and steals, and it's like it's kind of admired to be a liar and a cheater. And Paul is he's in Crete, right? And that's kind of what Crete is this time. It's a lot like Dubai is nowadays. And Paul is very familiar with Crete. Um, and something he writes that I always found very interesting ever since I knew about it was he writes about Epimenides, I think. Epimenides. Let me pull it up. He like quotes them. He says he's writing to Titus. He says there are also many rebellious people, idle talkers and deceivers, especially those of the circumcision. They must be silenced, since they are upsetting whole families by teaching for sordid gain, what it is not right to teach. It was one of them, their very own prophet, who said, quote, Cretans are always liars, vicious brutes, lazy gluttons. That testimony is true. For this reason, rebuke them sharply, so that they may become sound in the faith, not paying attention to Jewish myths or to commandments of those who reject the truth. So Paul's being kind of mean, but he's actually being nicer than a lot of his fellow apostles. He's highlighting to Titus in this passage, at least, that one of the Cretans' own philosophers, he calls him a prophet. He calls Epimenides a prophet. Uh, wrote he wrote something true. Paul says this is true. So that's just something that's been on my mind today. That we find a lot of truth in these places and in these people, right? In these people who also bear the image of God, we find other truths in them. Not other truths, but we find the same truth that they are stumbling upon the same things that we've stumbled onto. That's very interesting to me. But ending that little beginning section of the live stream, admiring, I'd say it's admiring the pagans. We have work to do today. Lots of work. So let me go desktop mode. Okay. Stream's on. It's time for game, Devin. Woo! And let me get some OSTs on. I've had a very relaxing day today. Went to IHOP. Wow. I was telling her the same story. Let's let's do this OST. Game is very pretty. New stage? Not a new stage, no. You're probably just seeing it from a different angle. I've changed a few things in it. It's not entirely new. Just a little. Maybe you could say it's renewed. Maybe you could say it is renewed. This isn't too loud, is it? I really like this OST. My buddy Marcus has been working on music lately, and it's been making me want to get back in LMMS myself. Hope the live stream not super laggy because this is a multi-stream. This is the first multi-stream I've done in a while. Let's go. Alright, so we play the game. I was looking at video memory today. Go in here, video RAM. I got it down to that. But I also kind of made a mistake. You can see. I'm wondering today if what I can do. What can I do to get this to low, I guess be lower. Maybe there's not much I can do. Because I do need these to be transparent. Needs to. There we go. So we have a size. What is the unit of measurement for this size? Do 1024. If I do this. That's not okay, so that's not how it works. If I do half of this, 81, 82. Dot 5. Let's see what this looks like. Alright. So that should bring us down a bit. Let's see. It says now it's 600 KBs. If I go in my debugger video RAM. Look at that. So now our game uses 11 megabyte. 11 meg. Like, because all these textures. Alright. I wonder. I put the game on 2 times speed. That's fine. I'm glad nothing breaks when I put it up to speed. I was kind of worried about that. That's so cool. Need to work on the walk animation a little bit. Pew! Hey, what program are you working on? What's good? We're working on a video game. Unless you mean what program we're using to make the video game, in which we're using Vue. Mainly Godot. We're using Godot, Blender, what else? LMMS for music. We are working on a bunch of programs. Welcome to the live stream. What do I work on today? I've been so energized. Maybe we could work on like a little particle? Maybe. Also, what is good, Giant Dad? Welcome, Giant Dad, to my live stream, my little live stream. Which programming language? We are using C#. We are using C# in this house. Regrettably, we are using C#. You really went off with that twirl? You think so? Let me play it again. I've been staring at it for a while. I remember like describing to Napusli a while ago, like this exact animation I wanted to do. Something fun I found is because of the way I'm doing the transitions, and see if I do this, I can like launch myself off. I think that's kind of nice. I wanna keep it. That's fun. That's very fun. Alright. Let's work on a little spray. I don't know, what's good? Do you also know Python? I mean, you know one programming language, you kinda know them all. If I were to write Python, it probably wouldn't look very Pythonic. But if I had to use Python, I think I could get around. You just figure out what all the equivalent stuff is. That is to say, if you're using a C language. I would not know how to get around in something like OCaml. Like OCaml or Haskell. Rust. Rust is also kind of weird. I like that one. I think I remember seeing something. I'm Googling right. I want to open this image, see what's going on with it. This is on opengamer.org. I just like grabbed this blue ball. Like, I imagine you want the gray one, right? Then you could like make it whatever color you want. Ah, tint it. Do selection. Export this as there's documents, GitHub. Gamma project assets textures. Now, what would this be classified as? Icon. Echo. All. It's not really an icon. Okay. Let me refer. I made like a whole like rule set for like this is how you name a file. You're putting it in the game. Just so I can look through my things easier. I need to make sure I actually follow my rules. Follow my own rules. So these are my surfaces. Objects or props. Okay, it would be an OBJ. OBJ gray ball. See this in game. And now, something I'm wondering is, could I put it empty? see what that does. Go dot export. Let's see how go dot. Just make my player cute. No, I'm stupid. So dumb. Go dot. Now there should be an empty. Now if I and in an animation, I don't need an empty action. Is everyone having a W day? Yes, we are, Giant Dad. We are having a W day. Today's a good day. Hope you're having a good day, dude. I know I'm having a pretty good day. Ah. What is this sphere wireframe for? Thank you for popping in. The sphere here for it's just an empty object, and as you can see, I'm just testing things out in Godot here. So we're working on the move she does, and it's broken. Unable to cast. Something got confused. It's because of that. Edit my code. That we're gonna do things this way. Billington. Index 1. Everything fine now? It's gonna be a little projectile. Ease. Yeah, my engagement there. So it's just a placeholder, kind of, yeah. So we're gonna have a particle in game, and then we're just going to tell that particle, hey, can you follow this little... In Godot, it's just an empty node. And we're just gonna tell, hey, can you follow this during these frames of animation? And then when we actually shoot it out, we'll let it become a projectile. There you go. You can kind of see she's like charging it up. There's not that many effects to go along with it yet, but then I let go and she shoots it. And while I'm doing this, I'm probably gonna have to work on some other animation things. Are you the only developer for this game? It's just me, baby. It's just me. No one else cares that much about this game. It's honestly pretty hard to find collaborators unless money is on the table. And even then, people are super flaky unless you're some big company. Yeah. The experience I've had working with other people is that everyone except for me is too stupid to work with. And I'm the only one who actually knows what they're doing. I kind of don't mean that, but I also kind of do mean it. I kind of wanted to like fling it a little farther out, all the way out here. Alright, we'll see how that works. Export again. Yeah, people are very opinion. I think it's because if you actually care about your game and you care about the thing you're doing, it's very hard to like make all the compromises that you need to make to work on a team, you know? The only way that I've found that you can like productively work with someone else is if just everyone agrees to be like one guy's creative slave, pretty much. And that's like, that's the only dynamic that like works out. Because if everyone's like creatively contributing or trying to contribute creatively in some way, everyone's just getting in everyone's way, and then like you end up with something that really shouldn't exist. Just a project that has no meaning to it. There's no purpose. It's like, why am I playing your game? You're wasting my time. Why are you broken? Let's see this startup animation. Okay. That's very nice. And I bet I could scale too, could I? We can make it smaller. Okay. And what just happens if we put like a, would it be right through? Or if we just put the ball like on that pretty big ball, we needed the billboard, or would that be billboard? Anyway. Okay. It's billboard, you don't need it to be double-sided. Also, you're pretty big. You are pretty big. You actually change size with the animation? No, but I don't remember. Okay. Point two. I wonder why you're. Okay, so you're not following quite. You're not quite following. Why? Why? That was a latch. Let's go! Give me a calm OST, please. I like this one. Why aren't you following? We have our little ball. We have our little ball. Nothing's going on with it. But stuff is going on with it here. That's confusing me a little bit. I guess I could put a bone there. I could make a new bone. Wonder how that would work. And modulate it. Can I change your type? I wonder if I could get to import this as a different type. Okay. Okay, so now it is like doing the size properly. I need to change your tape. I need to. I need to see you. I'm sure this child does. Weird. Billboard. Okay. I think I know what's going on. I think I know what's going on is because my animation player. Okay. How are we gonna do this? We might have to make it a bone. Can I make it like a child of a bone? Maybe that would work? But what if I alt P? Your parent. Right, this is still here in the animation, it's just... Where are you? Okay, empty. But go in edit mode. How could I make this a child of a bone? Under... New constraints. Child of... It's meta rig. that. What is your name? F_index. Index 3L. Index 3L. Okay. Now let's see. It's kind of making me nervous that every time I export this Blender project, like, Blender almost crashes. Why? That's an interesting looking gun. Thank you. Like a little, I don't know, magazine fed launcher. Definitely could have done better with the textures. I appreciate that it looks interesting. Thanks. Okay. Pelvis. Yes. Abdomen, chest, shoulder L, upper. Forearm, hand. Index, U. Will this work? Is that a bear? That's not what I wanted. Okay, maybe I just put you there. No. How do I do this? Where did it even go? I need to get this thing to the tip of her finger. Or maybe I don't. Maybe I... Actually, yes I do. I'm tweaking. I do need something at the tip of her finger. Can I just... Do I just track? No, that would be silly. That would be silly to track. I'm hesitant to just add like a whole bone just to do this little thing though. Like I could see it would be kind of the way it would work. Just go. Quick mode, so I can... I go to pose mode. Pose mode. Beautiful. Oh. Okay. I changed things. But how does this personally affect you? How it's going on? Why? Why are you still up here? I know that this being up here means the thing isn't gonna work, is the thing. Looks fine in the editor. Not gonna look fine in game, which sucks. Thinking. Think harder. Think harder, me. S_index 3. Can I apply? This look kind of cool. What is it? What does this do? Let's just see what it. It's looking like we're gonna have to make it a bone though. Which, I don't know, I guess it's fine. Yeah, it's still like that. Alright. Fine, we'll make a bone. But I didn't want to make a bone. One. Okay. Hey. Oh, we're doing this. What is going on? I'm thinking about just taking the skeleton out of a generic male character and putting it into female characters. I hope it will look right. It might not. I mean, do you really care that much about it looking right? I know you do, but maybe you can evaluate how important something like that is really. Why are you... all this stuff in my way? He just says, or die, I don't love you. It has aura. It's nothing. Trying to figure out, like, why are these vertices not wanting to go with their parent? Am I in like a vertex mode? Should be in a bone mode. Like you're saying all the way over here, but that's not true. So an idea I had is it would be kind of cool to weight paint what I know this state. it's saying this is red, but like you're not. I don't know. You're not acting very red to me. You're acting kind of 0.5. Like what is this? Are you offset? Like, are you so offset? Are there other bones? I have bone normalization on, so I don't think shouldn't be anything influencing that area, but who knows? Who knows, right? Very. is this? I don't even know what I'm looking at. Oh well. Okay. I like this OST. Like pond. Okay, left leg is fixed. Officially fixed. Hmm. How do I close all this out? Here we go. What are your plans for the rest of the day? I don't know. I don't know. I still remember I gotta watch that Aliens movie you were telling me about. So if I get bored, I think the only problem is I don't get bored that often anymore. But I do still plan to watch that movie. 67. From 67 to 80, there's 15. Maybe if I move this 80, that seems to make it worse. I put the 64 over. That seemed to be an idea. What about you, not Bustly? What plans could you have? I'm now curious. We're probably gonna do a secret stream later tonight. It depends if any of my buddies are like doing a live stream of their own though. I'm so excited to go to Waffle House and eat grits. I want to go to Waffle House and I want to eat grits all day. Clipping on the bat. Easy. I don't have much planned. Wonder if Torball. Yeah, he said he was gonna do a live stream, and that was a lie. I hope he got something he is satisfied with in that game jam. He was talking about it a bit. That's such a fun like move to do. Like you have to set it up, but like if you get it set up, you just like fleeing off the edge. I want to accomplish something with game dev, but I don't know what to start on. I mean, you're working on that game, right? Should be. Maybe transferring the skeleton to see how it works. I think there's a lot you could do. There's a lot you could be working on. I mean, if nothing else, you can put a like a main menu in your game, right? I haven't done that yet for this. I'm not sure if I will. The only reason I could think to put like any kind of menu in this game is just like, okay, this is so that you can pause it. That's like the only thing I can even think of. Just letting you pause my game. Like maybe I won't let you pause my game. No. No, this is I mean, you know what I mean? It's like if you're a movie director, you probably wouldn't like it if someone paused your movie. Don't pause my fucking movie. My movie. I think there is a shortage of pretension in game development. There's not enough pretentiousness. And that's why that might sound like a bad thing to be pretentious, but there being nobody in game dev being pretentious means that no art is being made. No one's actually trying to make art. That's why I think that's why like you play a lot of these games. I was describing it earlier in the live stream. I was describing like someone makes something and you know it's made by like a team of people and there's all these incongruent ideas in the final product and it's like like why am I playing your video game? You're wasting my time because I already know just going in your video game is not about anything. There is nothing that your video game is about. There is no like coherent ideas. The only way that these ideas can be formulated is if I put in the work to analyze your game and to like stitch things together, and then I get to tell you what your game is about, you know. Which not to imply that's not fun, but it's a chore and you're making me do it. So do you have two animations running concurrently when she does the pointing walking thing? Yes. It's two animations. Technically three, but for all intents and purposes it is two animations being played at the same time. And when I let go, it switches over to another one. That is so fun to do. I love doing it. Maybe it's a little quick, a little swift with it. Can I like reduce that in code in any here? All title teleport shoot. What if I get rid of It's so fun. It's so fun. Whee. This makes me like game devin. Game devin. I want to give you like a little vertical boost. Happens. Look at this. Look at this.
Shame! Shame on you! I rebuke you in the name of Lord Jesus! I rebuke you, Satan, in the name of Lord Jesus!
Anyway, let's see if that works. See if that thing I did works. I want to time it like perfect. Oh, that's fun. I like that. I'm gonna miss this little like teleport thing when I get rid of it. Well, we'll have other stuff to work on by then. Hmm. Oh, I love this OST. That's fun. I need to have a bunch more movements. I might put like a Zelda jump in the game. I think a Zelda jump would fit a lot. Where it's like you're running, and if you run and you like fall off, you like automatically do a little jump. I think I might just switch over to biking. Your biking is a lot scarier than your jam. Not scarier, but it's like if you had as much practice with biking as you did jam, like you know, I feel like you could be really annoying with biking, which I shouldn't tell you that. I am. Sometimes I think about switching over because like I don't know. I think about switching sometimes, but I know I've dedicated myself to Bungie. That's the character I play. You want to play hard R? Practice new character. Maybe in a bit. Maybe in a bit. What can I say? I love game devin. I think. Who would I even who would I even play if I switched? He's deafened, so I don't think he'll join. Maybe Dizzy. Maybe Dizzy. I don't know. That fish seems really fun. The fish Dizzy has seems very fun. I had to figure out, like, okay, what's her string? What does she like to do? I know she likes to grab, though, and I don't like grabbing. Dizzy likes to grab, and I suck at grabbing. Also, I don't know if I want to. That's not a character I like. Like, I don't like her design at all, or her like personality. The only thing, the only thing that tempts me to play Dizzy is that she has cool projectiles, and she has that fish. And that fish just seems like a way better version of my butterfly. And I love my butterfly. Like free Yoki. Yoki's MA. I mean, Yoki's MA is already free. So it's really just enhanced Oki's. Who else? I was liking Potemkin, but I don't like charge moves. He has a charge move that he needs to learn. I don't like charge moves. I feel like my voice got destroyed. Oh my gosh. Who else? Who else is in this video game? I need to go in window mode so it doesn't... Where's the setting? There we go. Abba. Maybe I'll play Testament. Maybe I'll play Testament. He looks kind of cool. Nah. I know Johnny's too. No, Johnny's hard. I might pick up Testament. The only reason I'm thinking about Testament is that he looks cool, and he has a good matchup against Abba. And I need a good matchup against Abba because my worst character. I don't know if Abba's actually Anju's worst matchup, but she feels bad to fight. Like I can't. Or something about her weight and her hitbox. She like has a big. She's heavy. She's a heavy character, but she has a small hitbox, and it makes it so I can't do anything to her. So it's like I just have to like do all my. I can only do boring stuff to her, which I don't like. Maybe that's who I'll play. Honestly, maybe I can get up here. What do I gain this? We were trying to get this ball. I have to change some of these indexes back to initialize 1 just realized I didn't update her. Need to update her dress. Ah. Oh god. Here we go. I'm going to make a boule. Why don't I see it? I don't know. I know it's a little abrupt, buddies. New OST? This is a new OST. No, I do not recognize this song. But, I know it's a little abrupt, but I gotta go. So, hope everyone has a wonderful night. I might be back later for a secret stream, but, I don't know. If you're trying to hop on Hard R and not Bustly, I'll probably be back around, like 12, like Chicago time 12. But,